Hey everyone, Zephyr here and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a speed build of my legacy home in The Sims 2. This is actually a home for the family I've been playing over on my TikTok, the Applebees. This is a family I've been playing for a little over a month now, and I've been showing all the gameplay for that family over on my TikTok. If you're interested in checking them out, I recommend following me on TikTok. I'm not going to repost the videos of them onto my YouTube, unfortunately, because I'm concerned about some copyright music in the background of those videos, but I think it's a fun series and a lot of people seem to enjoy it. I also post like other Sims 2 related content on there, and I try to be funny. It's a whole thing. A lot of those videos do get shared on this channel too, though, so if you're interested in that, definitely check out my shorts. But I am trying to do more long form content on this channel, and this is my first step into doing that. I'm like kind of dipping my toes into longer form content, which I have tried to do before. And if you've been subscribed to this channel for a while, you might remember I used to do sim speed builds. I used to I have my speed running videos still up on this channel. Like, I've been trying to make Sims content for like a better part of a decade, and TikTok was really the first app that like blew up for me and people actually watched and liked my Sims content. So now I'm just trying to like expand on that and see what other opportunities are out there. But to talk more about the family and the house that I'm building today, the family consists of, right now, the mother, no father because she recently kicked him out of the house, but her name is Amelia. She has two children, Heather and Bradley. Heather is a child who's gonna soon turn into a teenager, and Bradley was just born like yesterday in my game. Their father was Burgess, a romance sim that Amelia met at a nightclub. Amelia's actually a family sim, but they had high chemistry and they got along, so she ended up giving him a chance, and it didn't really work all that well for her. I mean, like, they had the perfect relationship for a while. They had two kids, right? But she didn't realize that Burgess was sneaking around on the side doing romance sim shenanigans until she literally, like, caught him in the act. So she eventually just kicked him out of the house. And now she's like 7 days from elderhood with two kids, single. She doesn't know a lot of people, and that's kind of like where we stand right now in the legacy. And if you want to see more of that, definitely, like I said, like, check it out on TikTok. But a bit more about the house. I was originally intending it to be a two-story house, and it kind of looks like a two-story house. But I find when it comes to like dormers and stuff like that, like the roof style in The Sims 2, I struggle with actually making a second floor, and I just wasn't in the mood of like actually trying to decorate a second floor. So I just decided to stick to one floor and make it that style anyways. It's a 3-bedroom house. It has one bathroom, and honestly we were working on kind of a budget, so it worked out in the end. I also kind of based it off of a house on Pinterest, which is not something I do often in The Sims 2. It's something I want to try doing more, but I do not do it often. And I have a story as to why that's a thing. Like I said before, I've been posting Sims content online for the past 10 years. It originally started in the form of Mod The Sims, the forum. I was the active user there under like different usernames, but I would post Sims pictures a lot. And in the forums of the Mod The Sims, there was a section called Sims Contests. And there was one contest that I decided to enter, like little 12, 13-year-old me, that was basically a building contest. Now, 12, 13-year-old me wasn't the best builder at all. A lot of us start the game not being the best builder, right? And the contest was filled with people that were good at the game and good at like building and good at replicating things from pictures, and I just wasn't that kind of person. So I basically like joined the contest. I was like all excited reading the rules. Like, it was like some sort of contest where you had to like recreate floor plans or whatever, and I don't think there was like any reward you got from it. It was just like internet clout, right? And I wanted that. So I signed up for it. And then I started looking at everyone else's submissions and realizing that they were like god tier Sims 2 builders. And I noped right out of that contest. I didn't build in the game for the longest time after that because I was embarrassed, even though like I didn't do anything really. I was just being a kid. And that's my story. The idea of trying to recreate a house, and I think I actually did attempt to recreate the first layout of the house that was for the contest and failed miserably. That it just did not work out for me. And I was scared to try to recreate houses in The Sims 2 for the longest time after that. And I guess that could kind of segue into another story I can tell about my time in The Sims community years ago. I'm assuming this happened after the contest incident, because after the contest incident, I got really into downloading houses and like community lots because I was too scared to build. I didn't believe in my building abilities, which is kind of sad, but like we moved past it. I downloaded a nightclub one night in an effort to make my game a bit more mature. It was a nightclub off Mod Sims. It was like a modern, like grand build with like a lot of custom content. And back in the day, they actually would include custom content in builds you downloaded. There was a way you could like download the build and it would have the custom content already in it. And I guess I just saw the exterior of this build and I was like smitten with it, and I didn't look at the other screenshots. I didn't read the description of the nightclub. So I downloaded it. And 12, 13, 14, however old I was, me, put the nightclub into my game, right? I sent my sim to the nightclub, and I'm not even kidding. Inside the nightclub was like a poster the size of a wall. Like it might have even been like 2 stories high, of a completely undressed woman. Young me was like terrified that I'd somehow get in trouble for having this in my game, and I never loaded into the lot again. I'm sure it remained in my game for a very long time because I never deleted custom content. But it was definitely something that was like, I don't want to say traumatizing because that's a little bit too much, but like it shaped me as a simmer. Another thing I want to talk about is the future of this channel. I definitely want to post more speed builds and just post more frequently on YouTube in general. Like I said, I want to like expand my horizons and post on more platforms, but I want like YouTube exclusive content and I want TikTok exclusive content, So I'm thinking of maybe making my exclusive content on YouTube to be like a build the city challenge or something like that, because that's what I'm currently trying to set up in my game, and I feel like posting gameplay along with speed builds would be a fun thing to do. So if you're interested in that, definitely let me know and definitely subscribe. But that's like the vibes I'm going for this channel in the future. Another thing that you might be noticing is me placing these like walkthrough blocks. I made them invisible. I'm just hoping that it'll somehow make that table more usable and less glitchy for my Sims. It's my first time actually using them, but I'm just hoping it helps because sometimes pathing in The Sims 2 is a struggle. Something I get a lot of questions on TikTok is how is there Sims 4 content in my Sims 2 game? The answer to that is custom content. One of the big things in the Sims 2 community right now, like not everyone loves this, but I personally love it, is Sims 4 conversions to The Sims 2. I think the Sims 4 stuff looks great in The Sims 2, and that's why you see a lot of it in my game. That includes hair, that includes build and buy mode. I just love kind of modernizing the Sims 2 experience by putting things from The Sims 4 into The Sims 2. At this point, you might be asking, well, why don't you just play The Sims 4? I do occasionally play it. It's just The Sims 2 will always probably be my favorite Sims game. I love the direction The Sims 2 went. I love the customizability. I'm still hoping that The Sims 5 is somehow more similar to The Sims 2 than The Sims 4. I'm not holding my breath. But in The Sims 2, I just love the ability to make your own neighborhoods, fully customize everything. I love, like, creative sim, even though it has, like, limitations. I love the slider system, and I love the gameplay of The Sims 2, so that's why I'm always gravitating towards it. When The Sims 3 came out, I thought that was going to be, like, my main game, and it originally didn't work on my computer, so I was stuck with The Sims 2 for a long time, and I grew so attached to The Sims 2. The Sims 2 is just, like, my game, and it will probably always be my game. I really hope that one day they, like, make a Sims 2 remastered, but I'm not holding my breath for that one either. And the reason I want the Sims 2 remastered might not be what you think it is. The reason I want it is for longevity. A lot of people are struggling to get the game working on newer machines. There's ways to get it working. There's, like, workarounds and stuff if you Google it. There's a lot of, like, helpful videos on YouTube, but I get, like, countless comments every single day on my TikTok asking me how I get the game working, saying that it's difficult to get working on, like, Windows 10, Windows 11, and, like, I feel for these people, but it's hard for me to, like, fix their issues when I'm not in front of them, right? Like, I don't even consider myself all that great with computers, but a new Sims 2 remastered would mean that it would work on newer machines and, like, give the game a more longer shelf life, because I'm scared that eventually, like, something is gonna, like, completely break and it's not gonna be able to work on any new machine. And I want The Sims 2 to be able to last for another 10, 15 years, 20 years, like, however long it takes for another life simulation game to come out that fully grabs my attention like The Sims 2 does. But honestly, like, the life simulation genre, or just the simulation genre in general right now is, like, booming. Like, there's farm sims coming out, there's, like, Paralyzed coming out, so maybe there will be, like, a quote-unquote Sims 2 replacement that I really enjoy and that I'll suddenly, like, switch all my content to in the next couple of years, but, like, I don't know. I keep thinking, like, that something will replace The Sims 2 in my heart, and I'm not sure why, because The Sims 2 is great. Anyway, we are getting towards the end of the build right now. I am finishing up, well, starting Heather's room, and Heather is close to becoming a teenager. I didn't want her room to be, like, too overly kiddish, because I want to be able to just, like, switch it out a little bit when she's a teenager, you know, make her room more mature. But I went with this cute, like, pink color scheme, and I think it worked out really well. I didn't playtest this yet, but if worst comes to worst, I could use my, moving around blocks, and hopefully she'll be able to use the bed. I don't know. Like I said, pathing in The Sims 2 can be, like, really messed up, but we'll get through it. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to post more often on this account. If you made it this far, you deserve a cookie, because that's amazing. Anyway, here I am just adding the finishing touches to the build. My legacy founder, Amelia, actually just sold her store, which I haven't posted on TikTok yet. I don't know if it will be posted before or after this video, but she sold her store in order to afford a nicer house, mainly because I feel like since she's close to elderhood, she wants to focus on their family, especially after just getting a divorce and such like that and stuff like that. And also, I feel like when I play in a house for too long, I get bored of it, and I needed to switch it out. So that's what I'm doing right here. Adding some clutter to the Heather's room and clutter to the kitchen, just making things look a little bit more realistic without going too crazy. But we are going to be going into some screenshots soon. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like and subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. I don't know. But I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.